Do you want to eat healthy but have a hard time understanding what is good or bad in a food label? Maybe you've seen fad diets or eating trends, but the attempt to understand them has only created more confusion about what is good and what is bad. My name is Dr. Grant Lisetor, and today I'm going to share how to read a food label and the top 12 ingredients to avoid. We will get started in 10 seconds. Let's go. Hi, my name is Dr. Grant. By trade, I'm a chiropractor, but I also have a degree in nutrition, which will come in handy for today's conversation. My aim as a chiropractor is to help Charlotte families live a vibrant and healthy life where they not only feel good, but function at their highest capacity. I believe that chiropractic care is the most overlooked key to a healthy lifestyle in our society today. For those of you who are not familiar with chiropractic care, chiropractors are doctors that are uniquely trained to locate and correct neurological interference created from spinal misalignments called subluxations. A big question in this conversation is, what causes a subluxation? The cause of every subluxation falls under one of these categories: toxins, thoughts, and traumas. Traumas can be big traumas like car accidents or smaller repetitive traumas like being on your phone all day. Thoughts refers to emotional stresses and the impact they have on our nervous system. The toxins are the chemicals we put in and on our body and expose our bodies to in our environment. The global attempt to minimize toxins, thoughts, and traumas is called the chiropractic lifestyle. Along with regular chiropractic care, this includes regular and proper exercise, a healthy diet, minimizing exposure to toxic chemicals in our cosmetics and food packaging, and maintaining mental health and stress management strategies. Today's segment is focused on a combination of a healthy diet and minimizing exposure to toxic chemicals. But before we jump into this, I would be remiss if I didn't pause to briefly explain what chiropractic is and why it's paramount for a truly healthy lifestyle. I believe if everyone saw a chiropractor once a week, we would see a significant reduction in the use of pharmaceutical drugs, a reduction in rates of suicide, and a huge reduction in chronic illness. In the 1999 study published in the Journal of Vertebral Subluxation Research, the authors concluded that patients undergoing chiropractic care showed improvements in both their physical and emotional status. In the 2018 study by Alcantara, published in the Journal of Complementary and Alternative Medicine, the study concluded that children between the ages of 8 and 17 that were under chiropractic care were less likely to experience depression, anxiety, fatigue, and pain than their counterparts that are not under chiropractic care. And a study published in 2009 in the Journal of Manipulative and Physiological Therapeutics, analyzing the health of people under chiropractic care, attempting to determine if those that see a chiropractor regularly are healthier than those not under chiropractic care. In the results of the study, the authors say that the individuals under chiropractic care only, I should stress, were more physically active and less obese than those under medical care only. If your goal is to not only add years to your life, but to add life to your years, you and your family should see a chiropractor regularly. Now let's get on with the first part of our conversation today and talk about how to read a food label. When you pick an item off of the shelf at the grocery store and look at the back of it, you will see a white rectangle called the nutrition facts. In the top part of the nutrition facts, you can find the serving information. This is really important because food retailers are crafty. You might quickly look at the back of a pack of donuts and see 40 calories. But if you look closer and see the serving size is 1/8 of a donut, who in their right mind eats 1/8 of a donut? So 40 calories times 8 means that the whole donut has 320 calories. Your total caloric intake can be an important factor, especially if you're on a weight loss program. The nutrients are listed below the calories with the amount of each nutrient measured in grams right next to it. A quick side note here, that is directly one of our 12 ingredients to avoid. If you see trans fat greater than 0 grams on the nutrient list, don't buy it. Trans fats are a direct cause of heart disease. All right, back to the nutrients list. Off to the right of the nutrients list, you can see the percent daily value guide. This guide is to tell you what percentage of the recommended daily value of each nutrient you are consuming. But bear in mind, the serving information will also be a factor here. If that 1/8 of a donut contains 20% of your daily sodium, then the whole donut will exceed the recommended amount of sodium for the entire day. Below the individual nutrients listed, you will see a thick black line. This line is separating the general nutrients from the specific vitamins and minerals contained in that serving. Next to or below the nutrition facts is the ingredients list. I personally believe that the ingredients list is more important than the nutrient facts. It's here in the ingredients list that you will find the top 12 ingredients to avoid. So let's jump right in with number 12. Enriched bleached wheat flour. Bleaching flour is a chemical process that flour is put through that increases the stretchability in the proteins in it. The chemicals used are benzoyl peroxide or chlorine dioxide. This bleaching process will damage the nutrients in the flour, so they will artificially enrich the flour with B vitamins and calcium. Ultimately, this form of flour is a highly processed form. There is an argument that regular consumption of bleached flour may impact sensitivity to blood glucose and lead to type 2 diabetes. You can find enriched bleached flour in breads, donuts, the breading of chicken nuggets, and many other food products. Number 11, monosodium glutamate. Monosodium glutamate, or MSG, is a flavor enhancer. This essentially tricks your brain into tasting the food you're eating as savory. Although the FDA says MSG is safe, research shows that MSG can cause obesity, reproductive abnormalities, and is neurotoxic. MSG is found in the seasoning packs of Top Ramen, in many types of chips, and pretty much all fast food chains, including Chick-fil-A. Now, I'm in the South, and I know Chick-fil-A is God's chicken. I actually worked at a Chick-fil-A when I was in undergrad, ironically working on my degree in nutrition. I wrote a letter to Chick-fil-A corporate about their chicken containing MSG, and they basically told me to go kick rocks. Number 10, high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup is made from cornstarch. The cornstarch undergoes enzymatic hydrolysis from starch to glucose, then isomerization of glucose to fructose. It then undergoes fractionation. Consumption of high fructose corn syrup is associated with weight gain and obesity, heart disease, diabetes, fatty liver disease, and abnormal cholesterol levels. High fructose corn syrup is not only in sodas and ketchup, but it can also be found in some crackers, preserves, breads, applesauce, and barbecue sauces. Number 9, sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate is a preservative used to extend the shelf life of foods and beverages. It's also used in some over-the-counter pharmaceuticals, toothpaste, hair products, and baby wipes. Sodium benzoate can convert to known carcinogen benzene when exposed to vitamin C. Sugar, ironically, helps prevent the change to benzene. So sugar-free sodas with sodium benzoate will have a higher concentration of benzene than regular soda with sugar. Sodium benzoate can not only have a carcinogenic effect, but has also been shown to increase inflammation, cause ADHD, make you hungrier, and cause free radical formation. You may also see benzoic acid or benzoate in the ingredients list. Sodium benzoate can be found in children's Advil, Red Bull, and some canned tomato paste. Some mayonnaise as well. Number 8, titanium dioxide. The European Union banned the use of titanium dioxide in food in 2022, but it's still legally allowed in food in the US. Titanium dioxide is used to give food and cosmetics a white or opaque appearance. So in essence, it's a color enhancer. Recent research has emerged showing that nanoparticles can get through our gut lining and cumulatively build in our body and accumulate in organs like the liver and spleen. Titanium dioxide has been linked to cancer, inflammation, neurotoxicity, and immunotoxicity. Titanium dioxide can be found in chewing gum, candy, chocolates, canned soup, and boxed mac and cheese. So before you chocolate lovers turn this video off, please know I'm not saying all chocolate has this garbage in it. Read the ingredients list. There are good chocolates, and we're going to talk about some in a moment, the chocolates that me and my family will consume from time to time. Number 7, colors and dyes. Artificial coloring, including red 40, yellow 5, and others, have increased in consumption more than 500% in the last 50 years. The main consumer? Children. These food dyes are petroleum-based, and some research suggests they may cause cancer. Red 40 in particular has been linked to behavioral problems in children. Common foods that contain red dye are candy, cereal, Pop-Tarts, Gatorade, most sodas, and many others. Instead of food dyes, find products that contain beet or other natural coloring. A great company to look at for kids' treats is Yum Earth or Black Forest. Number 6, soy or vegetable oils. Soy contains compounds known as estrogenic. These estrogenic compounds mimic estrogen in our body and have been linked to certain types of cancers, infertility, low male testosterone, obesity, and depression. Soy is in almost all vegetable oil, so most fried foods at a restaurant will contain soy. Processed meats like hot dogs and most chocolates and baked goods contain soy in a form called soy lecithin. There is a company that is founded by a YouTuber almost as famous as me named Mr. Beast. His chocolate bars are soy-free and they are available at Target and Walmart. They're the only chocolate I will let my kids eat. And this is not a paid shout out, but from what I have seen, Mr. Beast isn't just making clean chocolate, but also building wells in Africa to provide clean water for thousands. I'm a big fan and we need more of this. I just hope for his sake that his YouTube channel will one day be able to compete with ours. Number 5, artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners are chemicals created in a lab. They are 200 to 700 times sweeter than sugar. Artificial sweeteners include sucralose, aspartame, saccharin, and acetylene potassium, also known as acetylene K. Artificial sweeteners are sugar and calorie-free, which is the foundation of their popularity. But according to a 2020 study, artificial sweeteners have a direct correlation with insulin resistance. The longer they are used, the higher the insulin resistance gets. This means that artificial sweeteners can cause type 2 diabetes, and if you already have type 2 diabetes, they can make it worse. Artificial sweeteners also have been linked to weight gain, brain tumors, bladder cancer, negatively impacting gut microbiome, and other severe health concerns. If you're looking to ditch refined sugar, artificial sweeteners are not the answer. Consider using coconut sweetener, monk fruit sweetener, stevia, or just classic honey or maple syrup. Number 4, BHA and BHT. BHA or butylated hydroxyanisole and BHT or butylated hydroxytoluene are closely related preservatives widely used in both cosmetics and foods. There have been rigorous restrictions placed upon both in Europe, but they are still widely used in the US. Similar to soy, these compounds and chemicals are estrogenic that can disrupt the endocrine system, and they are known carcinogens. BHA and BHT are commonly found in cereal, meat patties, hot dogs, potato chips, vegetable oil, lipstick, and dog food. Number 3, nitrates and nitrites. Nitrates can be found in nature, which is the foundation for sources arguing that nitrates and nitrites are perfectly safe. The issue is that nitrates and nitrites are commonly added to processed meats like pepperoni, prosciutto, beef jerky, and most deli meats. They are added as a preservative to make a more appetizing color and to add a salty flavor. Processed meats are categorized as a Class 1 carcinogen by the World Health Organization. There is an association with the consumption of processed meats and cancer, especially colon cancer. If you're a big fan of processed meats, consider companies like Applegate Farms that don't add nitrates or nitrites to their meats. Number 2, hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils or fats. If you see the word hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated on an ingredients label, you should interpret this as poison. There's no other way around it. Hydrogenated oils are a direct cause of heart disease, which is the leading cause of death in the world. You can find hydrogenated oils in almost all Reese's candies, microwave popcorn, some frozen pizzas, and many others. I was a big fan of a company called Dr. Squatch. They advertise that they make clean soaps and shampoos geared towards men. I was showering and realized they are putting hydrogenated oils in some of their products when I read the ingredients label. If you put this stuff on your body, it will be absorbed through your skin and go into your blood. This stuff is poison. Keep it out of your home. Number 1 on our list, Brominated Vegetable Oil, or BVO, as it may appear on a food label. BVO is used as an emulsifier in citrus type of drinks. Consumption of BVO will cause an accumulation of bromine in your body. This can be particularly harmful to the thyroid gland. BVO has been banned in Europe, but is still legally permitted in the US. You can find BVO in Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, Sundrop, and in some other beverages and baked goods. All right, I hope that this information will literally change your life and help you and your family live all the years you are intended to. And please remember to add regular chiropractic care to your family's health routine. If you need help finding a chiropractor that I would entrust the health of my family to in your area, please drop a comment below with your location, and I will see you next time.